I'm Bob the Cigar Guy, and I got the man, Lane Crenshaw. He has done more lives than nobody. This is his first live, so he's going to be okay. And if he passes out, we're going to laugh at him and we're going to draw on him with a Sharpie. So hopefully he will stay awake. If not, he's going to have funny faces on his face come PCA day. But what we're doing now is, Villiger PC After Dark is coming, right? It is coming. It is on its way. It is going to be awesome, phenomenal, and amazing. But I want to make sure it's good. I want to make sure that the lighting is right? Because we got this nice, pretty backdrop. So I put lights back in the bushes so it shine up there. I'm so fancy. And then I put little lights like lightsabers in the corners and lights on the floor and a light over here and all this other stuff so that when we're here doing this sponsored content that we are going to do a great job. It will not be good quality content, but it will look good and it will sound quality because it's me. But Lane, can you stop talking and let me get a word in edgewise? Because
No,
you're just being
absolutely
quiet.
not.
So tell the good people in Radio Land who you are and what you do.
So my name is Lane Crenshaw. I am the National Sales Consultant for Natura Cigars. I am very new to this and I have no idea what I'm doing, but it has been fun, enjoyable, and this is my first PCA. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We have been working our butts off to get the booth set up, and I'm very excited to get the cigars out. We've got some new things coming, and I look forward to our interview coming up here soon.
Fan-dang-tastic. Jay Bates, Diana Burns, how are y'all doing? Hey, Jay, I love you. Jay Bates is one of the road dogs.
So,
He is one of the most amazing people in the whole wide world. That feller right there, oh, he's amazing.
so I've been chiming in lately on the
Oh,
Chief
so
talks.
that's right. So
So
Jay Bates.
I am making poor decisions.
That's right, making poor decisions, and that is Jay Bates, one of the road dogs. You've been in the studio before, and you've seen the little Ted Lasso
Yes.
statue. Jay Bates gave me the Ted Lasso statue.
Nice.
So, and Jay Bates gave me a shirt, a Ted Lasso shirt, a Believe shirt, and I'm actually wearing it tomorrow under my sleeveless Bob the Cigar Guy shirt. So, I will have Jay Bates.
Is it going to be another?
Near and dear to my heart.
Is it going to be another like a? Oh God, I'd lost it.
Oh wow.
The baseball style
Yes,
shirt.
it will be the baseball style shirt.
I've been watching. So I've been cramming for studying for
Right,
PCAs.
right,
Of course,
right,
I've been cramming your videos, and I've been loving the consistency.
Right, and so every year I'll buy new ones. But this year PCA we're going to be here for 3 years. Only bought 2 shirts. So tomorrow I'm going to wear a shirt from 2024. Probably Saturday I'm going to wear a shirt from 2024, and then I'll wear my 2 new shirts in from 2025. And so we got some new things coming. It's going to be fun and exciting.
I'm pretty sure you have got a laundry room in this house. You can rewash shirts. You can rewear shirts. They don't judge.
Here's the thing. When you walk on the floor with a shirt that says Bob the Cigar Guy on it, people take notice.
Absolutely.
They're like, look at that idiot who doesn't know his own name, so he has to put his name on his clothes, right? And so in doing that, they remember, oh, he was wearing that cool olive drab military sleeveless one with the black sleeves on it. See, that's what they're going to see tomorrow. And if I show up the next day with it, they're going to be like, hey, that dude doesn't do laundry. Because nobody at PCA does laundry. Even though I do have a laundry here, they don't know that. And so
I'm gonna go to the store and buy new clothes, and then I'm just gonna mail all my dirty clothes home because I'm gonna fill all my luggage with scars. We lost another light.
that's another thing I got to work on. I got to figure that out. Because that's not doing well, but that's all right. We will figure that out. Actually, I like the little purple light behind us. See the blue on your sleeve? Look, the blue, you can't see colors, that's right. On your sleeve, there is blue, and on your collar and the side of your ear is blue. And then back on the back wall is pink. Okay, blue, how do I explain blue color?
Opposite of yellow.
The smell of ocean, that's what the color blue is. And then purple, pinky purple.
Yeah. So here's where you lose me. When you start talking about reds and greens, and then anything that has reds and greens in it, I can't see those.
So you can't see the blue.
I see the blue. I see yellow.
So
I
there's
see a
blue.
lot
You
of
see
brown.
the blue right there on your sleeve.
But you said purple. I can't tell the difference
Do you
between
see
blue
the blue
and
on
purple.
your sleeve?
Yes.
All right, you see that light shadow behind you? Mm-hmm. That's purple. In the back of your head, right there on your hat.
It's all blue.
Coming up in your hat?
It's all blue.
No, it's not. It's purple.
Everybody that's blue.
That's purple.
I'll show you a chart.
That's purple. That's purple. Actually, purple's not even a actual color. Did you know that?
There's a whole
I
science
just
behind
learned
that.
that yesterday.
So they believe that people back in the 1600s couldn't see colors we see today because when they painted rainbows, they painted less colors than we see today.
No, purple's not a color. It is a absence of color because something about green, and if you have red and you have blue, which makes purple, you have the red there and you have the blue there, but then there's no green there because there's always green in the red and the blue, and because there's no green in the purple, the green can't be present, so the purple has to come and take its place. It's your brain making up the idea of a color. It is actually an absence of color that makes purple.
I just know we see the most shades of green because of predators.
I see the most shades of green because I pay my bills.
Nah, that's the absence of green. Green goes to the bills.
Yeah, but I'm always looking for green.
Me too.
Green is for predators.
Green is for predators. Science.
No. So, I'm just coming in. We're just hanging out. Lane has come to hang out, and then we've got another fellow over here, and he is hiding in the wings. I think he's trying to be shy.
You can come say hi, Sam.
Come say hi, Sam.
I will.
So this is a very lucky gentleman who volunteered.
Slide right behind us.
Yeah.
You can still see between
Who
both of us.
volunteered to come and help me slave labor for free to set up all of my booth and stuff. And his payment is he's going to walk around and hang out at PCA tomorrow and whenever else. So he's slave labor. We set up the booth. I told my boss that if we buy those glass booths again, I quit.
Glass booths.
Yeah, or the glass cases, you'll see them.
I had them last year.
If we buy them again, I quit.
Why?
Because they're a pain to put together.
But
They're
they're
so tedious.
Two man hours.
It takes two
assemble.
people
one
2 hours
case.
to assemble one
But
case.
They look so classic.
Yes,
They are classic, that's for sure.
we'll buy a different. We'll buy one that goes together easier.
Or just pre-assembled. That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been in the cigar game? As a
Me-
cigar smoker?
Sam, yeah.
First time.
I'm a super casual cigar smoker. In that I fall into that category of maybe 10 a year kind of deal. But with friends like this gentleman to my right, it gets pushed on you a little bit. And if you're open to it, you'll find some amazing new delights in life.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Me and
absolutely.
Sam are whiskey guys first and foremost. We've always been whiskey guys. We're in a club together. We have different whiskeys with each other, and it's always been our thing. And with whiskeys, cigar has to come.
It's a natural progression.
It makes sense.
It is.
Makes sense. So, you don't understand what you've been given.
This?
Yes.
Oh, the magnitude is dawning upon me. I didn't have any idea when I got in the car with him for 10 hours. Thankfully, I slept for most of it, and well, I did my part. I did about an hour stint, but
People beg
Yeah.
manufacturers
oh, I know.
to work their booth.
As soon as he told me it was vendor only, not open to the public, I said, this is an opportunity not to pass up, and if you got the time, why not, right?
Oh Lord, Jay Bates, don't take a super ancho from Bob. He'll leave and go to bed. That is so unfair. Jay Bates, we worked together at the Barn Smokers for Drew Estate, and the first lady was there, and we were all hanging out after at the hotel, and Jay was hanging out, and we were enjoying our time. And I said, smoke one more cigar. I'll smoke a cigar with you, and because I thought first I was going to hang out for a while, and so I said, here, try this, which is the H99 Super Ancho Largo, which is it's one of the ones that was in there. Big, huge cigar, big, fat, around cigar, 2-hour cigar. Good job.
Yep.
And so as soon as he lit up that cigar and started smoking it, the first lady said, I'm going to the room and going to bed. Well, there I had a choice to spend time with Jay Bates, which is a great friend. I love him. But then I could spend time with the first lady. And so Jay Bates had to stand out there for 2 hours and smoke that cigar by himself because Jay's like, that's a $30 cigar. I am not putting that cigar out. I am not going to just leave it. I'm going to smoke it. And so he had to stay out there for 2 hours, and I have not heard the end of it. Jay Bates, I love you very much. But Jay Bates is awesome.
Well, next time you're stuck out there by yourself, give me a call.
We were in Florida.
I'm the national
In
rep.
Orlando.
I'll give me a heads up. Give me a couple
We
of
were
days.
in
We'll make it
Orlando
work.
at the Drew Estate event. Drew Estate has 2 events this year. They have the Connecticut and they have the Florida barn smokers. And Jay Bates is part of what they call the Road Dogs. And it's 4 fellas that actually do a very important job, and that's parking. And it is a very important job because when you have 650 cars on a farm, if not 850 cars on a farm, and you've got a very small space, you have to know how to park people and call and get them in that spot. And then when they're done with parking people, they'll come in and they will work the booths, and they'll work whatever needs to be done, taking care of all the guests there to make sure that they are having the best experience possible.
We got more people coming in. I see. Who you with?
That's Dan Burns. Dan Burns is awesome. Dan Burns actually, he works at William Henry, and he makes the knives from William Henry. But this is one of the bracelets from William Henry right here.
Nice.
Sterling silver all the way around, aircraft braided wire, holding it all together.
See, I definitely got to get some new stuff. I'm actually about to get a new ring for my German Shepherd that passed. We're gonna get his ashes put into a signet ring.
Cool.
So, but so I'm Lane. I'm with Natura Cigars, and then I got my buddy Sam, who's one of the luckiest bastards in the country to get to come and hang out for PCA. He's my slave labor, so he's helped me put together the booth.
He's gonna stand outside with a cardboard box that says "We'll work for cigars." You better be careful though, 'cause if you don't treat him right, other companies will poach him.
Honestly, his wife's been pushing him to get a job, so.
Other companies will poach him. So.
You printed resumes, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. They do. Dan Burns says we got watches too and other jewelry. I am dying to get one of the mammoth tooth bracelets. They have bracelets that are actually, some of the beads are mammoth teeth.
That's awesome.
And freaking
And don't get me started on watch. I'm a budget watch fanatic. Like everybody wants a Rolex, but those are insanely expensive. I like $500 and less watches. Like right now, I'm wearing a Zelos, like a fantastic micro brand, titanium, cool watch. And my wife would hate me even talking about it because that just makes me want to buy more watches.
I'm more of a Dora the Explorer, Snoopy, you know.
So here,
Swatch watch, maybe.
So
Watch.
I try to do the Fitbit and the Apple Watch and the Samsung Watch, and I always destroyed them. I was a welder and a sheet metal worker for 10 years, and I would destroy them. And then I switched to a mechanical watch, and I haven't had a problem since. Sapphire crystal, I don't scratch them.
I haven't worn a watch in forever.
That's how you see my tan lines.
I haven't worn a watch in forever.
I'm pretty sure that shows up on camera.
Yes, it does.
And that's my winter tan.
That's something right there. Either that or you leave your watch on when you shower and it just isn't clean.
Yeah, I'm just dirty. That's all it is.
That's what it is.
I'm dirty.
So.
It's not my monthly shower. Thanks, Sam.
Dan Burns says they have watches too and other jewelry, but theirs start at like $3K. Their stuff, they have a pocket knife, which is a cigar cutter. I have one. I think it starts at $1,700-$1,800.
I'm not at 3K yet, but I plan on that. That's so whenever I'm looking at like Rolexes being 10K to just dip into is insane for me. 3K is going to be the top end that I'm wanting to get to. Talking about Swiss ETA movements, I'm still hanging out in Japan right now. I do love a Seiko NH35. So I'll get there eventually. Right now I'm too poor for that. Whenever I put down factory smokes for good, that'll be whenever I start buying 3K cigars or 3K watches.
I've always wanted a tag.
So Tag Heuer is one that everybody's talked about.
I always want to go to Tag.
I've always wanted a Grand Seiko, like the Snowflake. They've got a hybrid movement that's super unique. That runs a lot like a quartz, but instead of actually running off of a battery, it's running off of a spring system. So it's that combo between your quartz movement and your mechanical movement. It's super unique and very interesting. Nerding out, like you're not there yet. We'll get you there.
Probably not. Probably absolutely not.
Not if he doesn't wear a watch.
Not if I don't wear a watch. I'll spend more money on tools and more tools and more tools.
Oh, now we can talk.
He does a lot of carpentry.
I've got a couple tools. Lane's been to my shop.
He has more tools than I do, and that's a shame because I need to step it up.
I have a number of tools, so from all sorts of disciplines.
But I'm the same way. I do my welding and my blacksmithing and my woodworking. I haven't done any of the coin rings, but it's been on the radar.
Texas Tourist, what up? Sand Pile, good name. Howdy. We are just Texas Tourist. We are just doing basically beta testing for tomorrow night when I start the PCA live videos, PCA After Dark. And these gentlemen were kind enough to come and hang out with me, and I said, hey, let's get on the camera. If one looks bad, three looks worse. And so, we are the trifecta of tobacco tasty people. And so we're just kind of chewing it up and hanging out, and I actually forgot the camera was still on. So we've been going for about 16 minutes.
Wait, this is live?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
sir.
live right now. We are live.
Wait,
and in color.
we're on camera?
What?
What?
Oh, that's right. You're not mic'd up. Oh. We'll figure it. It's just talking to my shoulder.
It's not that kind of channel.
ASMR.
It's
It's
not that kind of channel.
Is that better? A
That's-
little more Star Wars.
That's something right there. I'll tell you what. But all right. We're gonna end this. Thank you for commenting, so I know that everything's working. So that we will have a good show tomorrow night. We're gonna probably have 4 shows. Tomorrow night is going to be a bonus show. We're going to talk about the beginning of PCA and what I'm looking forward to. And then the rest of the time, I'm going to steal things from people's booths. Of course not y'all's booth. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that comes from PCA so that you can tell your retailers, hey, I really want to get a box of this and this and this and this. We need to get this in the shop, because if you don't talk to your people don't buy the cigars that you want to have. And so this is one of those opportunities you can have to actually make a difference in what's in your shop. And that's important. So I'll see you later. We're going to go. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all keep making
Bye-bye.
poor decisions.
Now, where's my stop button? There's my stop button.
Problem with live audio.